Hi, it's great to meet you.
It's good to meet you, sir. How are you?
Absolutely. Even though we had a little bit of technical trouble there, we finally got connected. So
Yeah, we got connected. I'm happy. Thank you, sir.
go
Yeah,
ahead.
sir. Thank you. Firstly, I want to thank you for accepting my invitation and accepting to talk with me.
Absolutely. I was looking at your channel and I really like what you're doing. I think it's neat.
Thank you, sir. So, I thought to introduce you to my audience.
Okay.
So, can you please introduce yourself to my audience?
Yes, sure. Um, my name's Roy. I write under the pen name R.S. Thomas. Um, I live in Montana in the United States. And right now we're kind of closed down because of the pandemic, so I've been trying to put it to good use by doing a lot of writing.
That's great. It helped you. Pandemic helped you.
In a way, it gave me the time at least.
Okay. So, writing is your full-time job?
Um, yeah, I'm actually, I'm disabled. So I'm trying to make it my full-time job. I'm self-publishing right now because it's easy to do. I don't have an agent or a publisher yet. Still keeping my eyes open, but self-publishing lets me get my work out there, so that's exciting.
Awesome. So, have you published any books?
Yes, I've published two. Um, I they're both adult books, adult novels. Heavy on the romance angle. There's some erotica in there, and the second one especially. Whoops, my phone slipped. The second one especially has a supernatural theme to it.
Okay. So can you please elaborate?
Can I elaborate? Okay.
Yeah.
Um, well, there. Well, I can even. This is my author's copy. That's the first one. It's called Strictly Professional Relationships.
Okay.
And this is about a male adult actor who gets drawn into a very unusual film. And
Okay.
it was originally conceived of as a short story, and it was going to be very dark and gritty, but I it just wasn't flowing. So I went the absolute opposite direction and tried to make it very positive and very light and fluffy and played up the romance angle. And, that's my debut novel. And then my second one here, this is the one that's more supernatural. It's Sex, Death, and Other Strange Ideas. And this is about a wealthy woman who moves into an old mansion and she starts a romantic relationship with a ghost that's trapped there.
With the ghost.
Yes. So it's a love story between a living woman and a ghost.
Oh my God. So both are fictional books.
I'm sorry.
Both are fictional books.
Yes. They're what they call speculative fiction, which is fiction that isn't really based in reality. And they've
Okay.
got supernatural elements to them.
Okay. The supernatural elements and some percentage of reality and some percentage of imagination.
Yes. Yes, exactly. That's what they call speculative fiction.
Okay. So what is your inspiration to write the second book, the adult
Um,
book?
well, I'm what they call a seat of my pantser. I've always wanted to write, and I've just never had the time before. So last year I just sat down and I started writing this short story and it took off and I just sort of let the story go where it wants to. I don't know what's really going to happen before I write it down. I just make it all up as I go along with without a lot of planning. And that's what came out was these two books. And I'm working on my third one right now.
So we'll talk about the professional relationship. What is professional relationships? It is about the work related relationships.
Oh, the first one you said?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, it's well, like I said, they're both adult books. They're intended for 18 years and over. Um, there's they're LGBTQ positive, both of them. Um, so let's see what this. Um, I guess the first one is it's about a group of people who are shooting the film, and they build up they meet first, they start shooting the film, and then they all start falling in love with each other.
Okay,
So it's I guess you could call it erotica with heavy on the romance angle.
okay. Nice. So, what is your third book which is coming out?
My new one is I've actually got two in the works. The main one I'm working on is the second part of this one. This is only half the story. There's going to be a book two. And that's what I'm working on right now, is finishing up the ghost story. And then after that, the next project I have planned is going to be also supernatural romance, and it's going to be vampires on the dark web.
Wow, sounds new.
Yes, it's it's going to be about a couple that fall under the thrall of a vampire that they accidentally meet over the dark web. And that I haven't really outlined a whole lot about it yet, but that's going to be the general premise of the book. Um, it'll probably also be an adult novel, but I'm not sure how much of one it's going to be. It might be something a little more mainstream, I guess.
Why only adult novels?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Why only adult novels from your side?
I'm very sorry.
I mean, why only adult books?
Oh, the speaker's bad.
Why only adult books?
Oh, why only adult books? It's one. It's just sort of what I like to write. Um, I I tend to write very positive stuff. I try to make it sort of a different kind of adult book. Um, I mean, I'm not unique by any stretch of the imagination, but I try to make them sort of stand out by being very positive, playing up the romance angle. They're very plot and character driven, so I try to put a real story in there to go along with, all the adult stuff.
Are you good in creating impact? Are you good in creating impact in the readers with your vocabulary?
I sure try to. I sure try to. I've only written the two books, and I've only been writing since last year. But the feedback that I've gotten off of them has been pretty positive. So, I do. I try to create characters that the reader can identify with, characters that are likable, but have relatable qualities, so they're not all blonde Fabio types, I try to create as much real people as I can. And in my second novel, uh, I actually half of the book is written from the female main character's point of view. And that's definitely the longest time I've spent writing from a female perspective. And it was really a challenge, and it's still a challenge going forward. But people seem to like the character, so I must be doing something right.
Can you put the camera a little downwards so that you can be on, uh, yeah, you can fit in the screen. Yeah, this is good.
How's that?
Yeah, this is good. So
Oh,
how much time you take to write a single book usually?
um, well, my first book I started, I would say probably about a year each. Right about a year seems to be my pace for a full novel length work. So I don't really set myself, you know, deadlines or goals each day. I just sit down and if I write 100 words, great. If I write 10,000 words, great. You know, just as long as it keeps flowing. But I've come out to about a year for each book.
So, do you have inspiration for your books?
Oh yes. I've taken inspiration from a lot of places. I've been an avid reader since I was a little kid. I think I read my first Stephen King book when I was in the fourth grade. So, um, I would say, I read a lot of romance. I actually got inspired some by reading my grandmother's Harlequin romance when I was younger. And that sort of gave me a taste for the romance angle. And then reading people like Stephen King, Clive Barker, and Peter Straub. Those are probably the ones I took my biggest inspiration from as far as the supernatural elements. So I sort of take inspiration from all over the place, little here and a little there, and try to put it together into kind of my own voice.
So, what is the best response that you got for the professional relationships book?
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
What is the best response that you got for the first book, the professional relationships book?
Oh, what is the best
Response.
response? Probably the best response I got was from somebody I met in Canada. And she just really loved the characters. She really liked the writing style and sort of the way I present, certain material. And she bought the paperback copy the first day it was out, and sent me a video of her unwrapping it. So, it being my debut novel, it was really, really awesome to have that level of encouragement, someone who liked it that much. And the uh, the editing service that I use, I met them through the Twitter writing community. It's Four Hearts Editing, and they did a review of it, and they were very positive too. They likened it to a gentler, happier 50 Shades of Grey.
So, who do you think that will connect with your book?
Who can I? Well, I tried to make it. Like I said, it's LGBTQ positive. There is some of that content in here. But I tried to put in a little something for almost any taste. Um, the best responses I've got from it have actually been from my female readers. Um, Men and women sometimes, in my experience, they look for different things in their reading material. and I seem to appeal mostly. Well, I wouldn't say mostly, but I appeal significantly to women, I believe.
Okay. So, what are your upcoming projects?
My upcoming projects are the second book to Sex, Death, and Other Strange Ideas. That one's coming along. And then I have laid the groundwork for the vampire story I mentioned, um, where the couple goes on the dark web and encounters vampires that invade their lives. So hopefully that'll be interesting. Um, I'm contemplating again taking a turn into more something that has, I guess, I'd call it more mainstream appeal. You know, maybe more of a straight horror or romance book than erotica. But it'll depend on how it turns out. But I've got plenty to keep me busy in the upcoming year.
Awesome. So, at last, do you have anything to say to the people who watches this video from anywhere on this planet?
Um, if I've learned anything, it's like if you want to be a writer, the best way to do it is just write. In in our current the way things are right now, it's easier than ever to self-publish a book. Um, and you know, it'll get your work out there and you never know, you know, you put the work out there and you see what the response is. And even if just one person reads it, it feels great inside. So, you know, whatever you do, don't give up. Keep writing.
So, you said to the authors, uh, do you have anything to say to the non-authors?
To the non-authors, whatever you do, keep at it. Keep at it. You know, don't give up. Um, there's an old saying, I don't remember who said it, but it said, don't water it down. Don't try to make it rational. Chase, you know, chase your innermost desires. And it's just a way of saying chase your dreams. You know, just whatever it is you like to do, keep doing it. And someone will love your work as much as you do.
Okay. So, at last, do you have anything to say about my videos on YouTube? Have you seen any videos of my YouTube?
Yes, I did. I went on there and I watched several of them. I really find it neat what you're doing. You know, the way, you know, talking to people all over the world from different backgrounds, you know, who write different things, who do different things. I really enjoyed it so far. I think I've watched your three most recent ones, and I'm still working my way back, but I'm going to watch more of them.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me your valuable time and explaining me about your books and telling about your upcoming projects.
Oh, well, thank you. I've really enjoyed this. I've first time I've been interviewed, so this was a new thing for me.
So I did something new for you.
Yep, you sure did. You absolutely did, and I really appreciate it. It's been great talking to you.
Thank you, sir. Keep going, keep doing what you love, and tell what you feel like telling. Can I put this video on my YouTube channel, on social media, and on internet with your permission?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you, sir. Thank you again.
Is it okay if I plug my website?
Yeah, you can put. I'll send you the link once it is uploaded on YouTube.
Okay, great. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got all links to all of my stuff on rs-thomas.com.
Okay. So I'll send you the link you can put in your website.
That sounds fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Bye.